turn around back here, and I will be. This is a new series, Redstone lessons, where I will teach Redstone and explain it. So here are all the. I have all the gates here. I am not going to show all of them this episode. Probably not. I am mostly going to be explaining what they do thoroughly for those who don't understand it, because some people know what it does, but they don't understand why it does it. So, sorry for that annoying background music, the sounds of clapping, but this is called a NOT gate right here. This is the input right here. Then this is the output. If you don't know what input means, it's kind of like start, output's kind of like the end, whatever. If the input is off, the output is on. If the input is on, the output is off. Pretty simple. This is also known as this is also called an inverter, which I call it an inverter, but the specific term is a NOT gate. Yeah. Next is the OR gate. The OR gate, which is pretty simple. The first few gates I'm going to show you are pretty simple. So, OR gate, which means whichever one you turn on, the output, which is right here, will always be a positive and will turn on. See? No changes, no matter what combination you do, it will always be the same. It'll always turn the output on. Unless you have it on at the start, then it'll turn it off, but you know what I mean. So, skip through those. Let's go to AND gate because it'll help you explain this gate. AND gate is a pretty simple gate. So these are, I would call this two inverters, but that's not what everybody would call. So if I hit this, nothing's going to happen. If I hit this, if both the inputs, these are both inputs, both of them, if both of the inputs are on, then the output is on. This is just in between. It'll be off, but yeah. And if both nothing changes, as you can see, and I'll do it for the other side just to show you as well. But if you turn both off, so the output is off. And yeah, pretty simple. That is called an AND gate. Yeah, and then let's show you the NAND gate because it's pretty simple as well. Double inverter technically, which means it requires both of them to turn the output off. Both inputs have to be on to make the output turn off. This is a NAND gate. If I'm going too fast, then I'm sorry. As you can see, they both have to be positive for the output to be negative. Pretty simple. Oh yeah, I almost skipped the NOR gate. Neither or. You can technically, if you see, this is the OR gate over here. I probably should have shown you this. Which means either one can work. It's technically like a NAND gate and a OR gate. Just well, it's a NAND gate just with either one can activate the output. So this one will activate it. This one will activate it. Doesn't matter whichever one. As long as one of them is on, the output will be off. Or you should be able to get it from there. Oh, one more thing. If you don't have any Redstone basics, if you don't know the Redstone basics, you're probably going to have a hard time with this. If you want me to show a video of the Redstone basics, I will. So, I think I already showed the AND gate. If I didn't, I think I did, didn't I? Yeah, yes I did. I showed the AND gate. Next is the XOR gate. I don't know. It's either the XOR gate or something, but whatever. This is a little more complicated. Now, it's actually pretty cool how this is designed. Now, this takes a lot of explaining to understand. Right now, the output is off. Now, here's how you build it. Just to let you know, you should be able to know how I built all these so far. So, yeah. Let me show you the XOR gate. So, technically, if you see, now, we're getting into one of the exclusive. It's called these next two are called the exclusive gates. So technically, this is there's a few different cases for these. First, I'm going to explain all the different ways. There are 4 different possibilities of what can happen with these gates, and then I'll explain why. Now, first of all, both off. The output is off. Then, if both are on, then the output is also off, but don't worry about that. I'll show you in a minute why this is all. So, then, if the first one is on, second one is off, the output will be on. You can then... There's also, I just showed you on and on, which means technically the output is off. Then right on, the first one off, this will be on. Yeah. Now I will explain why. I don't think this, well yes, this torch does matter. It's like, this torch right here is kind of a little block, I guess you could say. It blocks off the signal. Otherwise, if I didn't have this torch and there was a redstone right here, every time it would always be the same. And you couldn't change it. It's let's turn both of these off because it's going to be really confusing from here on. Next one will actually be easy to explain. But, yeah. Everything here. Okay, let's see. I'm trying to think of how to explain this. So, first of all, you should see how to build this. This right here, let me just do this. I don't really know. I need to do some more research on this because I haven't actually done enough research probably on this gate. Trying to explain it, but technically those were all the cases of how it could be. I showed you, but so technically it's just behind. Okay, good. The back wall, these are like inverter. So technically it's an inverter because redstone passed through blocks, so it's an inverter. It's if you take this block and this block and this block off and everything else, you can see this will just be an inverter. Then after the inverter, the redstone goes into here, which will turn this redstone torch off. If you should notice that, and make this turn on. Now, let's just explain this. In the output, all it requires is one of these redstone torches need to be on for the output to be on. It doesn't matter which one, but it will require that. It will make the output turn on. Now, as you will see, so for default that will be off and that will be on, but since this is a block, it's technically like I don't mean like a real block like that kind of block, but it kind of blocks, it separates the signals. That's what I'm saying, because otherwise this wouldn't work. This redstone dust kind of connects these two, and it's really confusing, but sorry about the slag. Really complicated. I'm trying to think of a better way to explain this. So, this is one of the cases. Both are on. The output is off because this is just a double inverter right here. Double inverter. And don't make the output turn off. So, then you can go mess with this one and try to understand more about it. The real thing is you won't really understand any of these gates unless you mess around. Well, some of them you will, but it's easier to mess around with the gates so you can understand them more. You can kind of understand how they work. I had to mess around with some of these. I'm going to be showing how to make a binary calculator and stuff like that. Binary calculator, that's going to be a lot of explaining. But, yeah. I didn't think I'd actually get through all the gates. Okay, and in the description after I finish this last gate, I'll say this at the end. Technically, the first part is just the same as the XOR gate, that's what it's called, right? I haven't memorized all the names. I think it's XOR gate, right? Yeah. Pretty much the same as XOR, except for at the end there's an inverter, which is, this is going to explain, you have to understand the other one. But as far as I can tell, here I'll explain the cases. It's pretty much, it's technically like the opposite almost, except a little bit, it's not exactly. So yeah, it's they're all the opposite. It's just, so this is the XNOR gate. It's the exact opposite of the XOR gate. I mean, like, exact. The input is off, the output is on. And if both inputs are on, then the output is on. So, I mean, really weird. But, then if the left is on and the right is off, then it will be off over here because one's powering, and then it's also the same the other way around. So there's pretty much only two cases if you want it to be easier descriptive. So I'd say either, well, not exactly two, there's 3 or 4, whatever, 3. You should be able to see this. Just test with this around. Both inputs on equals output on. Both inputs off equal dun 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 dun. Well, not really. I don't even need to say that. Output is on, and then no matter what you do here, the output will be off both times. Whichever side you do, the output will be off. It's almost the exact opposite of the XOR, but not exactly. The only thing we're adding in here is an inverter at the end. So it's not that complicated, but yeah. Now, I guess since I have time, well, no, I'm not going to go into flip-flops and stuff like that. So if you want any more in the description, if you need any more explaining on any of the gates, just give a shout out. Say, can you explain better the XNOR gate, XOR gate, AND gate, or etc., whatever, OR gate, I don't care. I will go and explain it even more thoroughly. Hopefully, you guys aren't too dumb and can understand up to at least probably the AND gate. The only ones that are probably the complicated ones, it gets really complicated, which you probably need more explaining, is the XOR gate and the XNOR gate, which I still haven't mastered memorizing all of that. So, yeah, and I guess thank you for watching this video, and Cat1612 has been silent the whole time, stalking me, hiding underneath the chair. Say hello.
I have not been hiding underneath the chair.
Yes, you've been by the chair. You've been stalking me.
No, I have not.
You're ruining the moment. Just say you were stalking me.
I wasn't stalking you.
I'm going to punch you through the screen someday. When they make that possible, I'm just going to be punching you.
I'm pretty sure that's never going to be possible.
Oh, yeah? Well, what if they get people say holographic TVs will never happen? It will happen. Wait, that was a terrible example. But people said that there would never be a portable phone, and it came. What? Okay, never mind. Thanks for watching, and I forgot Torchy. Torchy, no! Thanks
Isn't
for
this
watching.
creative?
No, it's survival. Bye.